Recently, we've been
filling our freezer with northern pike,
wild berries,
mushrooms,
and medicinal herbs.
Finishing up the last milling to be able to start the build.
Gardening in the forest with typical Swedish summer weather.
And making our first little harvests.
Hello!
Ja, men det funkar. Hey there, nice to have you join us in the RV.
Since last time we've been enjoying the summer, which now brings some lovely warmth.
Like a typical Swedish summer, it's been full of contrasts.
For those of you who don't know, we've been living in this old RV for the past year as we're building our homestead and have so far had very limited storage space for food.
We therefore recently bought ourselves a freezer.
Finally, we can store some of the abundance summer brings to enjoy in the colder months.
Let's start with the fishing trip. Our wonderful neighbors kindly let us borrow their boat, something we're so grateful for.
Our goal was to catch a couple of nice-sized fish for cooking, not too small and not too large.
Grattis! Vi kastar lite här.
Det gör vi.
Since we're not very familiar with the lake, we're focusing on the shallow areas where pike are usually found this time of year. Hugga nära båten eller?
Ja, jättenära.
Kul!
För mig är det här häftigt.
Nej men, ska vi se här. Så. Nej då, han sticker. Jävlar.
Han har energi i alla fall.
Ja. Nu ska vi se.
Så, nej.
Jajamän! Snyggt! Grattis! We tried out a few different lures, and in the end, what worked best was a small topwater frog and a classic spinner.
Oh!
Ja! Det är inte den största, men det är jättebra.
Kul! Och ska vi ta
Yes, en grodgädda.
Kolla! Den där tar vi också.
Ska vi ta med den?
Ja, det tycker jag. Kul!
Ja!
Ja, den är bättre. Kolla fin. Jättefin ju. Oj, jättefin. Vänta.
Ja. Får nå du hoven eller?
Wow! Ja!
Yes.
Nej! Kör igen!
Ja då, det kommer. Ser du?
Åh! Snyggt! Kul! Åh! Tupparna! Nice! Jätteroligt.
Han kom igen alltså. Eller om det var en annan.
Jag tror att det var han.
Jag kan väl låtsas det.
Är du nöjd med fiskedag?
Ja, det är jag. Jag kan hem och ta hand om den där bara.
Precis.
It ended up being a really nice and pretty successful fishing trip that gave us some meat for the freezer.
Berries and mushrooms have slowly started to appear in the forest for this season. And of course, we've taken the opportunity to make the most of it.
In Sweden, what English speakers refers to as blueberries are called American blueberries. The wild blueberries we have growing here are a bit different, even though we also call them blåbär, or literally blueberry.
I believe the correct term in English would be bilberries. Jag tror vi ska fortsätta någonstans. Ska vi gå ner?
Det var ju ganska mycket blåbär här.
Men och du hade kissat i granen?
Han har kissat bakom kameran. Så det är lugnt.
Ja, du har lite blåa händer nu.
Jajamän.
Ska vi gå ner och vara?
Det gör vi. Okej. 1, 2, 3. The wild strawberries have also made an appearance.
They don't hold up as well in the freezer, but they're fantastic on the breakfast yogurt.
Aren't chanterelles truly one of the most wonderful things to forage in the forest?
It's no coincidence we call them the gold of the forest in Swedish.
We also picked some hedgehog mushrooms.
I think they're perfect right now, before they grow too large and get worm-eaten. Most of it we parboil and freeze, but some we just can't resist frying in butter and eating right away on a slice of bread, along with a bit of the radish greens we've been harvesting from the garden. The meadowsweet is now in full bloom, and we've taken the opportunity to gather some. Here in Sweden, we call it älggräs, which translates directly to moose grass. We use the flowers and leaves to make tea. As many of you probably know, it contains salicylic acid and was apparently the original source for creating aspirin, which of course has anti-inflammatory and fever-reducing properties. All in all, a great herb to have at home.
Of course, we'll also give you a little update on the progress of our homestead build. We finally milled the last of the roof trusses, which means the entire frame for our workshop is now complete, and we're ready to start building. Ja. Nice! Jajamän! In the next video, we'll be hauling nearly a ton of materials through the forest. These will be used for the building's foundation. Wish us luck!
The garden has started to take off, and we're now able to make our first small harvests on every visit. They're not big or fast-growing vegetables, but for us it's incredibly rewarding that anything has come up at all. Keep in mind, this land hasn't been cultivated or fertilized for many years. And since we still don't have road access to the property, we haven't brought in any soil or compost from the outside, which of course means building a healthy soil is a much slower process. Weeds definitely have the upper hand when I can't get here every day to keep up with them. And aphids have hit the broad beans pretty hard. Even so, the broad beans, potatoes and other beans seem to be doing reasonably well, and we're hoping for a harvest this autumn. It's not much, but for me it's an amazing feeling to be able to throw together a salad made entirely from ingredients we've grown ourselves.
The typical ever-changing Swedish summer weather has at times taken a real toll on the plants. And earlier this month we were feeling pretty disheartened. When the forecast finally showed calm, sunny weather for a full day, we took the chance to plant out the whole batch of seedlings we'd started in our RV's awning. Just as we were about to get started, a hailstorm rolled in. Most of the tender young plants look like they have been shredded, along with much of what was already growing in the garden.
Luckily, most of it actually bounced back. Thank you so much for watching.
Let us know how your summer is going so far. See you soon!
Summer.